Yeah.
That's the single worked out, isn't it? That's the top 40 hits, Sust. Hey, fellas.
Hey, man.
Hey, fellas.
Hello.
Hey, fellas.
How long have
Hey,
you been
fellas. What's up, fellas? How long have I been listening?
Yeah.
For way too long to your chaos, way too long. Never be able to shake off the filth. Welcome back into Shikari to Maida Vale Studios. We're awfully glad to have you in the room. How's it going?
Very well. Thank you for having us.
And you're back now with a brand new album called The Mind Sweep, all of which sounds fantastic. How is everyone feeling today?
We had a all-day pop-up shop thing yesterday. So we were doing a bit of shopkeeping, a bit of retail.
What were you selling? What's on the merch stand?
One item. It was our album.
Well, I mean, there was loads of other vinyls and old sort of special editions and things.
Can I ask a question? How long do you have to pop up the information for it to officially be a pop-up store these days? What's the pop and pop-up?
Well, nowadays with social media and everything, 5 minutes?
5 minutes?
It's quite misleading, though, because it was an actual building. It's not like, we just dragged a bench out onto
With a
the street.
tarpaulin.
Yeah.
right.
Much of a pop-up shop.
And was it a success? I mean, is Shikari big in the retail game?
It was amazing. It was just a constant flow of people throughout the day, just coming in and...
How many selfies?
Oh, mate.
Countless.
Too many.
I want to know, out of Rob, out of Chris, out of Rory, and out of Rao, who has the least amount of patience for selfies? And I'm going to guess the Liam from One Direction in the selfie department for Inner Shikari. You ready for this? Rob, no patience for selfies.
No, Rob's pretty good, actually.
Oh, come on!
I don't mind. The annoying thing is that I always have to duck down, though. Like, they're short and they...
It's so
hold it
annoying
up
being
to
tall and handsome.
a
It's awful.
Stupid angle. You have to kind of
It's
bend
awful.
down behind it.
It's awful being a supermodel. I hate it.
I had a time hop, is it? That app that shows you, what you were tweeting years ago. And I was saying something like, oh my God, what is this word selfie? It's
Wow.
so lame. And now it's like this completely in everyone's lexicon. It's amazing.
Yeah. That's another one of Inter Shikari's forward-thinking, visionary statements right there. What is a selfie? What is this awful
Where did
trend?
this come from?
Where did this come from? For such modernists, you sure are old-fashioned. All right, the first piece of music that you guys have recorded for us today is The Anesthetist, which is, come on, who can say better than that?
The Anesthetist.
No, that wasn't very good either, was
I
it?
think Chris's is the best.
Chris,
He's
come
got a
on,
bit of a
Chris.
list.
Don't
Come
even
on.
know I've got a list.
Chris, come on.
Anesthetist.
That's great. I love that. All right, this is in a Shikari Maida Vale session version of the Anesthetist. That. It's easily the most awkward single title of the year to date, perhaps of all time, but it sure does rock. That's Inner Shikari and The Anesthetist, taken from the new album called The Mind Sweep. Subject matter-wise, we've come to expect you guys to push the boat out and observe things and you don't keep the blinds drawn. When it comes to writing these lyrics, Rao, I assume you wrote the lyrics on this one?
Yeah.
When you're digging deep and you're trying to find a way to say something that you feel needs to be said, that's prevalent and pertinent, but you don't want to come across preachy, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've toured with a lot of American bands, like Christian metalcore bands and things, which always seems like
preachy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just, on paper, that sounds quite preachy.
On paper, it just sounds like a dichotomy in the first place, like metal and God. But no, so I think we learnt from those early days touring with some of those bands that you can't, regardless what subject you're approaching, you can't really sort of ram it down people's throats, just shouting at them.
So you do that on this song.
Oh yeah, well we do it in some places just for almost comical effect.
You raised a good point there, actually, and I'm going to ask a question I've never asked you guys before, which is, let's be honest, it's rare because I've asked you a lot of questions. How much of what you do is for comic effect? How much do you have a sense of humour in what you do?
I think we do actually think quite consciously about it, because it's very easy to get carried away. And it's like the hot save. A good example is like if people are talking about veganism or vegetarianism, you can easily be put off. So you have to sort of walk a fine line, and you have to add the humour into it. You have to keep it sort of natural and genuine.
And is anybody a vegan or a vegetarian in the band?
Well, I'm veggie.
You're a vegetarian?
Yeah.
Lifer?
Oh, last 5 years.
Last 5 years. I'm always interested to know what causes the transition.
Oh, too many hours on the road watching documentaries.
Right.
That's basically it.
Right, so you're in a very isolated situation in your life and you're deciding to put yourself through the grim truth.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any strange eating habits in the band? This is a fan-only question.
Rory has mayonnaise with his
Pasta.
but not.
Yeah, we
like-
found out that the other day. No, I'm like massive on my condiments. Like I have hot sauce on everything, and mayonnaise and
Spaghetti bolognese with a big dollop of mayonnaise.
So it's spaghetti mayonnaise.
Spaghetti mayonnaise.
Spaghetti mayonnaise.
I'm tripping up over my words. here.
No, Rob, come on, man. You're still funny. You're hilarious. You've always been the funniest member of the band. Don't hide it. So, I want to know, though, is aioli a condiment? Would you consider, if you're big on your condiments, would you consider aioli a bona fide condiment, or is it...
I don't know. I should have looked up the definition of a condiment
Wow,
before I started.
you threw the C word around there willy-nilly, bro, and I'm just taking you up on it, you know? It's an important question. Get back to me on...
Yeah, I mean, I guess when I say condiment, what I mean is sauces, dressings and stuff like that.
Yeah, condiment sauce, aioli, garlic mayo. There you go. Full stop. Full stop.
Hang on. Wait a minute. That was a proper inner Shikari moment right there. If I was to create a beat, put a beat under that, like something proper, then you threw that down there, that would be like, all right, I'll go.
Aioli, garlic mayo. Condiments, sauces. Aioli, garlic mayo. Condiments, bloody sauces. Stop it.
So good. You make it sound so easy because it's rubbish. All right, we're going to actually talk about something resembling music. Well, maybe not actually, but in any case, let's take a song called Never Let Go of the Microscope. Talk us through this song that features on the Minesweep, please. Wait, who hasn't talked yet?
Chris.
I don't know. I said the anaesthetist, remember?
That was his big moment.
That was my big debut.
Come on, Chris. Come on.
This track is a kind of standout from the rest of the album. The fact, the style of it is quite hip hop in a way.
And then it goes ruthless.
Yeah. It's the outro is probably one of the angriest points on the album as well.
There's always a twist in the tail with you guys, though, isn't there? It is. It's true. Like condiments, no. Aioli, garlic mayo.
That's pretty much what that song's like.
It's us in a nutshell.
In a Shikari, we've known each other for some years. I always enjoy talking with you. I'm not quite sure if it goes both ways. I mean, I don't take that personally, but...
Oh, we do.
Promo's tough. The new album's called Minesweep, in a Shikari in Maida Vale Studios. It's good to have you boys in there again. And I wanted to, go through the instruments because I'd imagine you're a band that's always looking for new inspiration, new sounds. Nope, same old sounds. So, what do we got there? Rao, what are you playing these days?
I'm sitting at a piano.
Oh, that's very traditional, isn't it?
I've got a drum as well.
What? What are you in, Bastille? Disclaimer, I like Bastille. Go.
There's my drum.
Is that it? Really? Have you
It's a very high tom drum, but we've tuned it right down so it sounds a bit flat and horrible. But it works for the purpose that we're using.
Nobody else in the world would want a drum to sound like that.
No.
I mean, hit it again. It's truly one of the worst sounding drums I've ever heard in my life.
At least it doesn't go dong. It's just flat. It's like... It does what it says on the tin. It's not trying to be anything else.
Oh, you've got a very strong gate on that as well. I mean, it really cuts off there, doesn't it? Do it again. It just literally ends like that. Unbelievable. All right, so you're playing a piano and a drum.
Yeah, I've got my keyboard and my Chaos Pad and all that business.
Chaos Pads are great, aren't they?
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, now, Rory.
Yep.
What colour guitar are you playing these days?
A space-coloured guitar. I actually got an image off the Hubble telescope website and got someone to print it on a guitar for me.
That is so prog, it's unbelievable. Isn't it? It's ridiculous. And how many guitars do you own nowadays?
I'm getting someone saying 12.
12 guitars?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's pretty good going. I mean, are you a guitar collector?
No, not at all. I just break them quite often.
Yeah, I was going to say half of them have been stuck back together with super glue.
Yeah, literally.
Right. And yet, you come across every time I've met you as one of the nicest people in the world. Talk us through the psychology of breaking guitars.
That's a thesis right there. That's a book.
Oh,
Is it
psychology. I don't know. You just get caught up in the moment.
Caught up in the moment.
I mean, there's not really much psychology involved. Or maybe there is, but I'm not a psychologist. But
Lack of.
yeah. Lack of. It's more about just getting caught up in the moment and just, I don't know, going out in the crowd and
there it
crowd
goes.
surfing on your guitar.
And there goes the Hubble.
There you go.
There goes the Hubble. Hey, Chris,
Yes,
what colour's your bass?
it is black.
How does it sound? Let me ask you about the bass real quick, Chris, because it is one of the most important sounds in musical history, and in fact, I would consider it to be the all-essential glue to all things rock and roll. And yet, is it something that you can truly sit down and play on your own?
It's more fun with other people, but yeah, definitely. I mean, there's stuff like slap bass and stuff like that, which is
Can you?
always very good fun.
Can you?
A little bit.
Come on.
A little bit.
Little bit.
One second.
Come on. Oh yeah! Let's go! Super! Cut the fornication! Let's go! Rob,
Hi.
when we first met, Rob, you and I, we got along. I remember the first time I met you. You and I, we hit off like a house on fire.
Kindred spirits.
Yeah, very much so. I've always felt a strong cohesion between the two of us. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what
Rob.
that means.
No, that's just looking for fancy words. Rob, on the drums,
Yeah.
how big is your kit now? How many pieces?
Well, Raoul's stolen one of them, so...
You didn't want that one. It sounds terrible. It sounds terrible. No one wants that drum. My drum.
Well, I'm pretty minimal on the actual drums themselves. Just the one rack tom and then one floor tom, kick and snare. It's my cymbals that I get a bit excited by, and I've got a nice array of them, about 12 around me.
Can you do that thing where you hit them on top and then hit them as you're coming back up underneath?
No.
It's good. It's a myth. No.
How's that?
That was terrible. Do you still practice?
Yeah,
That was a terrible question to ask after that. It was actually, I thought about it before you did that. I just want to point that out. But do you still practice?
I try to. To be honest, don't really get a lot of time. Most of our practicing is sort of on the gig.
That is a
Learning new
cop
stuff.
out. That is a cop out. Most of my practicing is
shut
on the
up.
road. Come on, man.
Well, I've got my little practice bag. Well, I've got an electronic kit at home.
Nice.
But the thing is, I don't have a stool for it, so
Crouches.
I just kind of squat.
So it's like you're in the Stray Cats. Is that the vibe? When you stand up and you're.
I've also got a doll at home, so that's fun to play with.
A door?
Doll.
Oh.
It's like a big Indian drum with a high so gang 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 thing on the one end, and then dum gang gang dum dum gang gang.
There's my ringtone right there. Has it made it onto a record?
It has actually. Yeah, it's in one of the songs on the album called "There's a Price on Your Head."
Is it true that most drummers lay down their parts first and then just piss off?
Quite possibly. I don't know. No, I mean, I wouldn't say I do. Maybe, I don't know, you guys, what do you
think, guys?
Do you feel a distinct absence of Rob? When,
Rob normally plays most of his parts and then goes to sleep for a while.
So yes, that's basically what's up. So kids, be a drummer. If the work ethic is lacking, but you've got skill and talent, drumming. That's your future right there.
Fun.
That's the one. Hey, thanks very much for coming to Maida, Vale. We appreciate it, and good luck with the new record.
Thanks for having us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final track is... I just saw it for the first time. This is going to be amazing. The wild card from Ender Shikari is the theme tune to Game of Thrones. Wow.
Winter is coming.
There were some truly heartbreaking moments in that.
We try our best.
I mean, the beginning was like... the beginning had me in tears. Then the middle had me in tears of laughter. And then the end had me in tears again. I thought the ending was a bit unceremonious, though.
Yeah,
I just
kind of broke off.
Yeah,
We didn't know how to end it, so that's how they end it. So
You got the little, the dulcimer in there, the Celtic.
that was a phenomenal session. And thank you very much for your day today and all your time and your music. Catch up again soon, I hope. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
Awesome, thanks, mate.